A hearty welcome to one and all. I am Rohini Batwal from Gokhale Education Society's JDC Bitco English Medium High School with the 8th standard science subject, and our topic is cell and cell organelles. Students, in the previous video we have seen what is the structure of the cell. We have seen components of a cell. In that first we have seen cell wall, we have seen cell membrane, that is plasma membrane. We have also seen endocytosis and exocytosis. Let us move towards nucleus. Students, try this. Take a drop of water on a clean glass slide. Using an ice cream spoon, gently scrape the inner surface of your cheek. With a needle, transfer a little material from spoon to the water drop on the slide and spread it evenly. Put a drop of methylene blue stain on the smear. Put a cover slip and observe under microscope. Did you observe the cell with blue nucleus? The dark round spot seen under the microscope while observing the onion peeling stain with iodine is the nucleus of the cell. When observed under electron microscope, we can see nucleus covered by a double-layered membrane with small pores. These pores allow the passage of material in and out of the nucleus. Nucleus has one round nucleolus and a network of chromatin fiber. Chromatin fiber are thin thread-like structure which condense to form short, thick chromosomes at the time of cell division. Functional segments of chromosomes are called genes. Let us move towards the functions of nucleus. Nucleus controls all the metabolic activities of the cell and also the cell division. And the second function is it is involved in the transmission of hereditary characters from parents to offspring. Do you know, students? Due to loss of nucleus, large quantity of hemoglobin can be accommodated in the RBC, and thereby large amount of oxygen can be transported. Due to the loss of nucleus of sieve tubes of plant phylum, they become hollow and thereby transportation of food becomes so easy. Let us move towards endoplasmic reticulum. Students, think about it. How many types of pipelines are there in your building, that is in your home? What are their functions? What will happen if they weren't there? Students, comment your answers in your comment section. The organelles which conducts various substances inside the cell is called endoplasmic reticulum, that is ER. It has a net-like structure consisting of interconnecting miniature tubes and sheets filled with fluid. Endoplasmic reticulum is connected to nucleus from inner side to plasma membrane from outer side. A rough endoplasmic reticulum has ribosomes granules on its outer surface. Let us see what are the functions. The first function is it is the framework that supports cell. Second, conductions of protein. Third, toxins that have entered the body through food, air and water are made water solubly by endoplasmic reticulum and then flushed out of the body. Let us move towards the next, that is Golgi complex. Golgi complex is made up of 5 to 8 hollow and flat sacs placed parallel to each other. These sacs are called cisternae and are filled with different enzymes. The proteins coming from endoplasmic reticulum are enclosed in vessels, which comes towards Golgi complex via cytoplasm. They fuse with the formation phase of the Golgi membrane and empty their contents in the cisternae. As they pass through the cisternae, they are chemically modified with the help of enzymes. They are again packed in the vessels. These vessels exit from the maturation phase. The cisternae work like a packaging department that packs and distributes substances. Let us see the functions. Golgi complex is the secretory organ of the cell. It modifies, sorts and packs material synthesized in the cell, that is enzyme, mucus, protein, pigments, etc., and dispatches them to various targets like plasma membrane, lysosomes, etc. It produces vacuoles and secretory vessels. It also helps in the formation of cell wall, cell membrane and lysosomes. Let us move towards lysosomes. Can you tell students what happened to the agricultural waste after a few days when it is dumped in a compost pit? Due to various metabolic activities in the cell, organic waste is generated. Lysosome digests the waste. Lysosomes are simple, single membrane bound sacs filled with digestive enzymes. Let us see the functions of lysosomes. The first is immune system. It destroys viruses and bacteria that attack the cell. Second, demolition squads. It destroys worn out cellular organelles and organic debris, that is autolysis. Third, suicide bags. When a cell becomes old or is damaged, lysosome bursts and enzyme digests their own cells. And during starvation, lysosome digests stored proteins and fats. Let us move towards mitochondria. Can you tell students which type of energy is required to run the fans, computers and electric bulbs? Where is this energy produced? Comment your answers in the comment section. Students, each cell requires energy and this energy is produced in the mitochondria. Under the electron microscope, a mitochondrion is said as a double membrane structure. The outer membrane is porous and the inner membrane is deeply folded. These folds are called cristae. The inner activity is filled with proteinaceous gel like matrix containing ribosomes, phosphate granules and DNA. Therefore, it can produce its own proteins with the help of enzymes, mitochondria, oxides, carbohydrates and fats in the cell. The energy released in this process is stored in the mitochondria in the form of ATP, that is adenosine triphosphate. Plant cells have less mitochondria than animal cells. Let us see the functions. The first function of mitochondria is to produce energy-rich compound, that is ATP, adenosine triphosphate. And the second function of mitochondria is to synthesize of proteins, carbohydrates, lipids, etc. by using the energy in ATP. Do you know, students, mitochondria are absent in RBCs. Due to this, the oxygen which is carried by them is not used for themselves. Let us move towards the vacuole. Vacuoles are the storage sacs for solid or liquid contents. They don't have any typical shape or size. The structure of the vacuole changes according to the need of the cell. Vacuole is bound by single membrane. Then let us see what are the functions of vacuoles. The first function is to maintain the osmotic pressure of the cell. Second, to store metabolic byproducts and end products, that is glycogen, protein, water, etc. In animal cell, they store waste products and food, while in amoeba, it stores food before digestion. In plant cells, vacuoles are full of cell sap and provide rigidity to them. Now let us move towards what are the plastids. Why are plant leaves green and flowers red, yellow, orange or blue? The organelle which gives such color is present only in the plant cell. It is called plastids. Plastids have double membrane and are of two types, that is leucoplast and chromoplast. Chloroplast can get converted into other types of chromoplast. Example, raw green tomatoes turn red due to breakdown of chlorophyll and synthesis of lycopene. See the chloroplast activity. Take out a thin peel of rio or croton leaf and observe the chromoplast under the compound microscope. Chloroplasts are important for the photosynthesis process that takes place in the leaves. Chlorophyll in chloroplast traps solar energy and convert it into chemical energy. Stroma in the chloroplast contains enzymes, DNA, ribosomes, and carbohydrates that are necessary for photosynthesis. Let us see the functions. Chloroplast convert solar energy to chemical energy. Chromoplasts give different colors to fruits and flowers. Leucoplasts are involved in the synthesis and storage of food like starch, oils, and proteins. Mitochondria and plastids can produce proteins as well as replicate themselves as they have their own DNA and ribosomes. After studying the cell and the cell organelle, you must have come to know that all the functions in plants and animal cells are taking place smoothly due to the cell organelles. Such developed cells are called eukaryotic cells. And we have already learned about the prokaryotic cells of bacteria. Here we have finished our lesson, students. Hope so you have understood the lesson. Go through the activity and the exercise. Write all the question answers in the notebook. Student, one project is there in your textbook that study osmosis using parchment paper or a similar membrane. And the second project is prepare a model of a cell using different eco-friendly material. See you again in the next video. Be safe at your home, students.